They have not texted. They have not called. But something in you will not stop wondering. Do they regret it? Not just missing the company, not just feeling lonely on a Sunday afternoon, actually regretting losing you specifically. That question matters because the answer changes everything about what you do next. And most people get it wrong. They mistake a loneliness text for real regret. They mistake a story view for genuine recognition. They open the door and then wonder why the same cycle starts again. Today, I am giving you 5 specific signs that tell you whether what an avoidant is feeling is real regret or just temporary discomfort. Drop something in the comments right now. 1, if you are still waiting and wondering. 2, if they have reached out but you cannot tell if it is real. 3, if you already know it is not regret, but part of you keeps hoping. I read every single one. Sign 4 is the one most people never think to look for, and it is the most reliable sign of all. Stay with me because it changes how you read everything else. Sign 1, and this is where most people get fooled, because when an avoidant reaches out after time apart, they almost always say something that sounds like regret. I miss you. I've been thinking about you. I was wrong to let things end the way they did. And those words feel like what you have been waiting to hear. But here is the distinction that matters. Someone who is just uncomfortable with the loss says general things. I miss you. I messed up. I am sorry. Someone who genuinely regrets losing you says something different, something specific, something that shows they have actually thought about it, alone, without you prompting them. Something like, I know I went quiet every time things got real between us. I understand now that my silence was not neutral. It cost you something. Or, I keep thinking about the conversation we had in October. I did not show up the way I should have, and I have been sitting with that. That level of specificity does not come from loneliness. It comes from genuine reflection. Ask yourself this. Could they have said this 6 months ago? Could they have said this the last time they came back? If the answer is no, something has shifted. If the answer is yes, this may just be a more polished version of the same pattern. Sign 2 is where things get more complicated, because it involves something they do that most people completely misread as a bad sign, when it is actually one of the strongest indicators of real regret. Stay with me. Sign 2, and this one surprises people. When someone just misses the comfort, when the regret is really about loneliness, they tend to rush. They want warmth back fast. They want things to feel normal again quickly. They push for resolution because the discomfort of the open gap is what they are trying to relieve. So they say things like, let's just move past this, or I just want to see you, or can we talk soon? The urgency is about them, not about you. But someone who genuinely regrets losing you does something harder. They sit with it. They do not push for immediate resolution. They do not rush to get you back into a comfortable position. They give you space to respond at your own pace. They ask how you are, not whether you still want them. They engage with you as a person, not as the source of relief they are trying to return to. The person who is just lonely needs the discomfort to stop. The person who genuinely regrets needs you to know that they understand what they did. Those are very different motivations, and they produce very different behavior if you watch carefully. Sign 3 involves something that happens when you pull back slightly, not as a game, as a way of seeing something clearly. What happens in those moments tells you almost everything. Here is what to watch for. Sign 3. And this one requires patience to see. When an avoidant reaches out driven by discomfort, by loneliness, by the restlessness of absence, the effort is reactive. They reach out when the loneliness peaks. They warm up when you respond warmly. They become consistent when you are available and engaged. But the moment you pull back, even slightly, the effort fades, because the effort was never about you. It was about regulating their discomfort. Someone who genuinely regrets losing you behaves differently. They follow up even when you are slow to respond. They check in again even when you do not meet them with immediate warmth. Their presence does not depend on your emotional temperature. Try this. Stay grounded. Be warm but not overly available. Do not rush to prove that you are open to them. Then watch. Does the effort continue even when the emotional reward is not instant? Or does it fade the moment the supply is not flowing? Because real regret does not need a reward to keep showing up. It shows up because something in them has shifted, not because something in you has responded. One surge of attention means nothing. A sustained pattern over 2 to 3 weeks of normal interaction means considerably more. Sign 4 is the one I told you about at the beginning. Most people never think to look for this, and it is the clearest sign of all that something genuine has changed. Here it is, sign 4. And this is the one that separates genuine regret from temporary discomfort. Someone who just misses the comfort puts all their effort into re-establishing contact with you. They text more. They are more attentive. They seem warmer and more present than before. And that effort is not nothing. But it is also not enough. Because real change in avoidant attachment does not happen through trying harder in the relationship. It happens through work that happens independently, outside the relationship, when no one is watching. Therapy, genuine self-reflection, honest conversations with people in their life about their own patterns. You will notice this in a specific way. The person who has done real work has new language for themselves. They can name what they did. They can describe their own patterns without you having to explain them. They catch themselves in a moment and say it out loud. I notice I am starting to pull back right now. I want to stay present instead. That sentence does not come from missing you. It comes from someone who has spent time understanding themselves. And when you hear that kind of language that was not there before, something real has shifted, not just in how they feel about losing you, in how they understand themselves. Sign 5 is the hardest one to read because it can look like they have moved on, when it is actually one of the strongest signs that they have not. Here is what it looks like and why it matters. Sign 5, and this one is counterintuitive. When an avoidant is just trying to re-establish comfort, when the outreach is driven by loneliness, they tend to present a version of themselves that is designed to appeal to you. They are warmer than usual, more expressive than usual, more emotionally available than you remember them being. It can feel like finally seeing the version of them you always believed was there. But here is what genuine regret actually looks like. It is quieter, less performed, more honest. Someone who genuinely regrets losing you is not trying to win you back with a better presentation of themselves. They are trying to be honest about where they actually are. Something like, I am not sure I have figured everything out yet, but I wanted you to know that I understand what I did. And I am not reaching out to get something from you. I just needed you to know that. That kind of honesty that does not ask for anything in return, is one of the rarest things in avoidant behavior. And when it appears, when the performance drops and what is left is just someone being real about their own limits, that is when something has genuinely shifted, not just in how they feel about you, in how honest they are capable of being. Before the practical section, a quick list of red flags. They may just be uncomfortable if they say they miss you, but cannot tell you specifically what they miss. They want to reconnect, but avoid any conversation about what happened. They are warm when you are warm, and fade when you are neutral. They want access to your energy without offering any real clarity about what they want. And most importantly, nothing has actually changed except their discomfort without you. Ask yourself, what is different now? Not what are they feeling now? What has actually changed in their behavior, their self-awareness, their ability to be honest? Because if nothing has changed except the loneliness, that is not regret. That is emotional hunger, looking for the nearest familiar source of relief. So what do you do with all of this? First, do not respond to the first message from your most activated self. Give it 24 hours. The version of you that replies in the first 10 minutes is not your clearest version. Second, watch behavior, not words. Every sign I gave you today is observable. You do not need to analyze their feelings or interpret their intentions. Just watch what they actually do over 2 to 3 weeks. Third, ask the one question that cuts through everything. Could they have said this 6 months ago? If yes, this is a more articulate version of the same pattern. If no, something may have genuinely shifted. Fourth, stay grounded in your own life. Do not restructure your world around a reconnection that has not yet proven itself. Keep your own support system active. Keep your own life full. And fifth, trust the specific over the general. Specific words about specific moments are much harder to fake than general warmth and general apology. Always weight the specific over the general. Here is what I want you to carry from this video. Regret and discomfort can feel almost identical in the early days of reconnection. Both produce reach-outs. Both produce warmth. Both can produce the feeling that something real is happening. The difference shows up over time, in specificity, in consistency, in the willingness to sit with the discomfort rather than rush past it, in the evidence of work done when no one was watching. You do not need to figure it out in the first conversation. You need to watch the pattern over time and trust what you see, because someone can miss you and still not be ready for you. And someone can genuinely regret losing you and still have more work to do before they can show up the way you need. The question is not only whether they regret it, the question is whether the regret has turned into something that actually changes how they show up. That difference can save you months of hoping for something that is not yet real. Subscribe if this is the kind of honest conversation you are looking for, and drop a number in the comments. Even just one. I read every single one. I will see you in the next one.